Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Mark here with the Better Mark. Let's get into the Wednesday, June 12th Major League Baseball betting picks. Okay, we're going to go with four best bets. I'm going to give you guys a couple nerfies that I'm targeting, as well as my money line parlay of the day as well. So let's get into it. Quick recap from yesterday. But first, make sure you guys all subscribe down below. Smash that like button, and please, let me know what you guys will be betting tonight in the comments box down below, and feel free to follow me on X and follow me on Discord. Both of those are totally free. It's a great way to connect within the channel and this platform. Okay, but like I said, 0 for 3 yesterday with the picks. We're back at it. I have 4 of them coming at you guys. Fortunately enough for me, we were able to salvage a horrible kind of 0 for 3 on the channel day. I put $100 on some little bit of fun coupon on a lottery ticket, pick 7 money lines, and stayed up till about 1 o'clock last night watching it come home within Seattle and that triumphant comeback they had, as well as Nationals. So I had a couple things fall in my direction, but just kind of real quickly, I just kind of did a little fun coupon, I like to call them, within money lines yesterday, and I think it paid like plus 4,300 or something like that. So I shared that over in the Discord and in the Major League thread. So for those of you that have not seen it, or if kind of want to know more about it, please feel free to message me on Discord. Okay, but enough about that. Let's get into the picks. I'm going to kind of run through these games. There are a lot of games that I don't like, but there are some games that I am targeting. And for the sake of time and what I'm doing today, I am going to just talk about some of the bullet points as well as the games that I have official plays in. Okay, so like I said, if you have not done so, please subscribe down below and smash that like button. Okay, but let's get into the odds jam, and I'll show you guys a little. That was a little bit of a look into the picks before they actually came. Sorry about that. So the first game we're going to be looking at is the Twins and Rockies, Austin Gomber and Pablo Lopez. I really like the over in this game. Okay, so 7.5 jumps off at the page at me. It's juiced up to minus 130. The odds makers agree. I think this is one where we see the Twins kind of win this game, but I'm not willing to lay at minus 216 price. So I do think there's going to be runs. And Colorado, as we all know, has that ability to backdoor, score late, so on and so forth. So I do see this one getting into double digits. So we're going to be taking the over 7.5, which we were able to find courtesy of Hard Rock Sportsbook. All right. Next game, Toronto Blue Jays, no play for me. This is a coin flip. All right, Astros Giants. We are going back to that one. I am backing the Stros again at a plus price. We're able to get them plus 107. Framber Valdez going against Logan Webb. I know a lot of people were saying Giants at home, Giants at home. Well, I really liked the Astros last night in that performance, and I think they're going to be quite all right going against a pitcher like Logan Webb. They have a lot of postseason experience. Sometimes the cream rises to the top when you face a better pitcher. I know the Astros on the road, the record kind of speaks for itself. Not necessarily something where you look at a money perspective and you're like, okay, I gotta bet the Astros on the road. Season splits, they're 14-19. 42% on the road, not cashing as a. And then the interesting thing about the Giants they're about 500 across the board. So, like I said, this is a coin flip. It's actually an edge towards the Giants, in my opinion. But I'm looking at this one as a game 2 coming back and playing each other. I like the Astros in this spot. It's just kind of a gut play too. So let's take the Stros at plus money. I think that's where the value is, and I look for them to get the Logan Webb, albeit he has been pitching very, very well as of recent, and some of his game logs, actually, if you want to get into more of a deeper dive into it, he doesn't really have the numbers like we see with a lot of Cy Young candidates, but 5-5 on the season. He's still a 2.92 ERA, whip of 1.2. So getting it done, a lot of Ks. We look at 14 starts on the year. So he's been kind of a horse for the Giants, but it's not necessarily his fault. Opponents are hitting very, very low against him, like I said. We're seeing that batting average kind of a little bit lower than you would see across the board. So it is a spot where a lot of people are going to love the bet Logan Webb. I'm going to go a little contrarian. I ride with the Stros sometimes when a lot of people don't, just because of their offensive output. So let's take the Astros. Enough rambling. I like the Astros in this spot, plus 107. All right. Athletics, Padres, no play for me. I wish I would have got on them once that game hit in the eighth inning. I just was so focused on cashing that parlay with the likes of. All I needed was the Dodgers to come home, and that was a circus show. As we got later into that game, ended up being a position player pitching a duel. Okay, no play for me. Braves, Baltimore. Okay, this is one where there's a ton of ways we can attack this market. We're seeing a minus 122 price for the O's. Plus 1.5 is minus 200 on the run line. Over 9 on the over/under. Braves have a money line price of plus 122 after losing yesterday. But we are going to look at this way, okay? And these are the best numbers available that we can find from oddsjam. Also, guys, a lot of people are shopping around for odds. I see them doing it on the Discord. Do not waste your time. Make sure you guys all sign up for oddsjam, a monthly subscription and or yearly subscription, whatever you elect to do. You do get 35% off using my promo code TBM. Links down below for that. It really does save time. I can go to any game, type in total runs first inning. I can find, it'll show you all the sports books available and which one has the better odds. And sometimes it's a difference between paying $1.20 in juice versus $1.50. So it is truly invaluable, and that's just one of the few things I use with an oddsjam. Okay, but we are seeing the Orioles, and this is kind of my play on this. I like the over in the game, but this is too hard to pass up. I'm taking the minus 105, basically even money on the Orioles scoring 5. We can get into further why I like that, but what it comes down to, guys, is Spencer Schwellenbach and Cade Povich. These are basically 10 ERA kind of guys, and the Orioles have this funny way of just kind of chasing people. So if the Braves do get the Povich, I think the Orioles kind of go back and forth, and we kind of have a little bit of battle and duel to score runs. So that will be my second official play. O's over 4.5 runs team total. Okay, Nationals, Tigers, no play for me. Coin flip game. Cubs, Rays. This is another one where we're going to have no play in. All right. Especially with what we saw with the heroics by Tampa Bay. I'm not really sure where that momentum is going to fall. Phillies, Red Sox. This will be one that almost made my card. I really like the Phillies on the road in this spot. But Nick Pivetta going for the Boston Red Sox, going against Christopher Sanchez. It's just kind of a little bit unknown. If you want to get behind the Phillies in the first 5, I'm not opposed to that. But for me, it's going to be a no play. There's better bets out there. All right. Braxton Garrett and David Peterson. Okay, this is the Mets Marlins game. I am going to back the Mets in the parlay of the day, but just not in a play by itself. I think that because of this minus 135 price we're seeing out there for the Mets, it's just a little too juicy for me. Really needed the Mets to win last night. I had another kind of duplicate parlay card where I had the same kind of deal, but I had the Mets instead of the Nationals in that one. So if the Mets would have won, we would have kind of doubled up in a big way last night. Big way. But I digress. All right. Pirates, Cardinals. This is one where we're looking to the Sonny Gray-led St. Louis Cardinals in the nrfi. I'm going to be taking no runs first inning. Pirates, Cardinals. That's a play I like. As well as the Cardinals are going to be in the money line parlay of the day. We just need the Cardinals to score 3 runs. Sonny Gray has been fantastic in the starts. All right, his last outing, he suffered a loss, 7-4 on the season. But this was all done basically, I think, in a 3-2 ball game. So come on, let's go St. Louis. Score some runs for your boy and get him a W. All right, he's pitching way too well to be having only 7 wins and 4 losses on the season. And traditionally, I'm not really a big Sonny Gray fan. I'm just kind of rooting for my bet. Historically, he's always kind of pitched for teams that I really don't vibe with in terms of being an Indians fan. But that's kind of what we got going on. All right, Yankees, Royals. Just simply put, don't get into the Yankees' way. Just a lot of unknowns going with who the Royals are playing, throwing out on the mound, as well as the same thing can go for the Yankees, right? Cody Petit, 2-0, 1.72 ERA. By all accounts, great, but minus 142 on the money line, not something I'm looking to play. So I will be adding them to my money line parlay of the day. And also, I do like them as a nrfi candidate as well. So that will be kind of where we're at within the Yankees. All right. Angels, D-backs, no play for me. White Sox, Mariners, I'm not touching it. And then the final game is the Rangers, Dodgers. No pitcher slated for the Rangers. They kind of had a disastrous game last night against the Dodgers. And, they might bounce back, but I just don't see it happening in a way that I think the Dodgers are kind of back. Hitting the ball at home. We are going to take the Los Angeles Dodgers, but we are going to do it here in a form of the money line parlay of the day. And also, I'm not opposed to taking the Dodgers on the run line at a -1.5. We can take them plus 125. So that might be a little bonus play I'll give out there. I'm actually going to throw that on my card now that I think about it a little bit even further. Once I saw that number flash, sometimes on oddsjam it'll show me -1 +1. So now that I see that plus money available for the Dodgers, it's something where I'm going to officially bet it. So we're going to just bump this one up live. We're going to do 5 picks on the day, and let's get down into the picks, the rundown. We're going to go Dodgers run line plus 125. Over team total Baltimore 4.5. The Rangers, Dodgers, we're going to take the over 8. So we got a couple plays going in that game. Twins, Rockies over 7.5. Astros on the money line plus 107. nrfi candidates. I'm not saying I'm going to bet them, but these were the 3 nrfis that I isolated. If I was going to bet no runs first innings, these would be my picks. We would be doing Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Yankees, Kansas City, and Houston, San Francisco. A lot of no-run first inning bets ended up cashing yesterday, so that's been a pretty strong system the last 2 days if you guys were on that train. All right, and then the money line parlay of the day, Mets, St. Louis, Yankees, and Dodgers, okay? And that will be all on money lines, win by 1, just take home the victory, and that will pay a pretty decent price, okay? So depending on which book you're using, it's going to be at least 3.5 to 1. So probably more so in the 4s. I think probably like closer to plus 469 maybe if I had to just guess. I haven't plugged it into any parlay calculators because odds can change, and you guys can watch this later on in the day, as well as pitchers get active, and it's just everything changes. Like yesterday, Brian Wu was a late scratch for the Mariners, so that's just something that we have to handle from time to time. But so that's what I got, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Good luck with your bets. Let's try to take home some W's today. It'd be really nice to sweep that Dodgers game and continue and get a 5-0 sweep. It's been a while since I've done a 5-0 sweep. We've had 4-0, we've had 4-1s in a while, but back in April there were some runs where we went on some crazy sweep days and strung them all together. So we have the NBA Finals as well. I think that's coming back this evening. By all accounts, Dallas needs this game. This is do or die. They're in the same kind of boat. We also have not just Boston, Dallas, but there is Florida and Edmonton. Their game 3, and Connor McDavid and company, they need this game as well. So appreciate you guys. Enjoy the day. Watch some sports, and let's all go cash some tickets. Peace.